Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Uh, After some bumps, we are back. I am back on track. I am here where I'm supposed to be with Wonderland, the right album, the full length, the first full length album. So I have reacted to the song Wonderland. And I did like the sample series, so that should be right at the top of the deep dive playlist for Ateez. You should find like a sample series, and I did like a 1B and I think something else because it was so long. I actually have heard quite a few songs before starting the deep dive. And I have a short memory, so I don't even remember how most of them sound. I just know that I had heard them at some point, just when I was trying to get a feel of the Ateez's sound and all of that. Now, Wonderland, the reason I have picked it out as part of the sample series is because I actually saw them perform it at M Countdown France. And I didn't remember much because I was just waiting. I mean, I'm sure you guys know who I was waiting for, but that the Wonderland song, it was like they had the swords and stuff. I just remembered that. I remembered that whatever the song was that they performed with the swords. I remember just going, I literally love that one. So I reacted to that, and then someone was like, "Oh, that was the Symphony 9 version, not the album version, the Symphony 9 version that I guess they had performed on Kingdom." So then I reacted to that version again, just lyric MVs, because what I did do, what I was conscious of when I was doing the sample series was, well, if I'm going to do a deep dive, you know, I want to save the MVs and dance practices and performances. I want to save all of the important stuff. So that's what I did. So even like the songs that I had checked out for the sample series, well, no, let me take that back. I did the initial sample series are MVs. I did pick out MVs for that. But then like the second part, and then I think I even did one more that were just a few more songs that people suggested. I'm pretty sure for all of that, I just did just lyric MVs because lyric videos, because I didn't want to ruin the MVs for everything else once it was clear to me that I would be seriously checking Ateez out. So having said all of that, today I've got the Wonderland MV and dance practice. And I know that the Symphony 9, so like I know that those are two different, you know, the Symphony 9 is basically just a version that was put together for Kingdom. And I will probably find a performance of that a bit later, or, you know, maybe even when I do the album reaction, I'll find a Symphony 9 performance that's not going to be blocked by YouTube and do it that way. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm so excited to post this, and I'm so excited to be back on track and where I'm supposed to be with Ateez, and excited to finally get to like a full album from them. So that's going to be great. Okay. Oh my God, I love this song. All right, let me just go really quickly. I feel like, okay, yes, I see. Okay, so sorry guys. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm actually gonna watch this twice. And then I think I'm gonna watch this twice, and I think I'm not gonna have the captions on the first time. I wanna just watch the visuals the first time, and then I'm gonna let it play again. And then I'm gonna get the captions back up and actually pay attention to the lyrics. But there's so much going on with their MVs. I just want to appreciate all of it. Now I'm going to try not to pause on this first watch. It's there. Oh, I love that sort of 3D kind of look for coming out of the screen. I love it. It's such an epic sound, and I appreciate like the verses sound just as epic as the as the chorus. Even this pre-chorus feels like there's barely any build. It's just already at that level, but it doesn't sound noisy. You know, there's a lot of noise, but it doesn't sound noisy in a senseless way. But it's kind of just giving you this like, oh man, something good is happening, something's happening. That's like what the noise is giving. Like it's important, you know? Alarm, pause for alarm, all the horns, the I feel like that logo is important that they sort of pops up there. Oh, I love that. Break the wall? It always comes up in something. Just, yeah, come on, marching band. I was gonna say that's exactly, I love that they actually had a marching band. Because that's the entire feeling of the whole song. Yes, the double time. Yes. Oh, let me just. Oh, that flag. Captions on this side. Which, of course, I have seen the lyrics before, but against against my better judgment, I'm gonna actually try and see if I can understand the plot now. Like, is he actually trapped? Is that a part of something? Okay, I'm gonna point out something that I don't think actually means anything. Actually, it doesn't. It just is what it is. But I like seeing their shadows over here. I don't know if you guys see my cursor. Yeah, I know this is just light and shadow. That's what it is, and that's just how it happens. But I kind of really like this because it just makes me think of like you know, they have the alter egos or different versions of themselves. And I like in sci-fi, just playing with this, or supernatural, I guess, playing with the idea that your shadows could be sentient and could be doing something on their own. And because they're dancing and there's lights that are going to be moving too, it just kind of gives me that feeling of like they're here, but they're also there. And like, oh, should you keep your eye on that? Is that, you know, I know that's not what's happening. I know that's not a part of anything. But it just caught my eye in such a way. So I like the use of just a white background and getting to just see these shadows and gives it a really eerie feeling just because, you know, they have this really big kind of storyline going on. So it's just having these things that I relate to or that I can associate with something sort of darker or thematically is, you know, very, again, I'm not the point that was being made here. It wasn't intentional, but I just think it's really cool what it made me, where drew my focus for a second. Stair Idols. Which I don't know. I don't know. I'll come back. Let me go back because I'm talking. Which I don't know if, Ateez would consider themselves stair idols, but I do know that they had like a bit of a rougher, humble beginnings, with the company and the company not having that much money. And then like them, the way they've had to, start off their journey with KQ and, so I know that they did not have the easiest start, but I certainly feel like they hopped on an elevator quite quickly, just within a couple years of debuting. So I don't think they're stair idols. So I know that that's not. Again, I'm noticing things that don't matter. I know that that's not what them going up the stairs represents, though I am sure that it is a metaphor for rising higher and moving forward. That's what the song appears to be about. But I don't think it's necessarily about a slow climb to the top, because I don't think their climb was slow. Albeit it was rough to start. I don't think it was slow at all. But I do know that in general, the overall theme of this is marching forward and going together. So when I'm just clarifying, when I said stair idols, I'm not saying that I know that's not, I don't want to make their story. I don't twist their narrative. Okay. I know they saw, Anova was only due to Kingdom, but I know that they saw sort of a sharp uptick in their popularity just a year or so, just a couple of years after debut. And, which is fantastic for them. The grind is hard. I'm always happy for idols who find their people and their people find them sooner than later, I love this. The same place I was talking about on fire. Either I didn't go back at all just now, or I just went back ridiculously far. Either way, I'm happy. I love it. Oh, I love that move. Hold on, Janae. We're getting to the dance practice. Let me calm down. Not easy. Not easy. Exactly. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this choreography. This rivals Hala Hala choreography for me. That's saying a lot. Oh. No, get me out. Okay, so what is there for me to say? Like, what's left for me to say about that song? You guys already know I love it. I love, and uncharacteristic for me, I don't think I even said anything about the instrumentation. It's exactly, how do I say it? So unfortunately, as you guys know, I have already heard answer. and so, but I won't spoil it again, because I will post that reaction again. I did it by accident, whatever. But what I will say is that I won't spoil like what my all of my thoughts on it, and I, of course, thoughts on the video. But I did feel like there was something that was inherently Ateez that I felt like was a kind of missing from Answer. And this is what I mean. There's you're if you're gonna have like the stadium horns and well, I mean stadium horns, but then they also have really dynamic horn section that was sort of being mimicked and sort of perhaps programmed, but of course it came through the visual of seeing a marching band just made it feel even more epic. But like they really had like some really cool trumpet sounds and stuff in there too, and not just the blare type of horn, which they work with a lot in a lot of their songs, a lot of their bangers. But this actual like a trumpet horn or gosh, the one I can't remember the name of. I don't know instruments. The one I can't remember the name of. But like that feeling like having the aesthetic of being like a militant kind of unit and being a call to action. And I just feel like this instrumental really stirs something in you because it doesn't let your heart beat. Like you don't settle. But the second that song starts, it's just it's really just up here. Like it starts like, Hong Jung is kind of just, he explodes like right away. There's not like there's not a lot of subtleties in the way that it begins, and it doesn't really die down. Like it has a pre-chorus that has like a vague kind of a build-up, like things are pulled back just a little bit, but it's so quick. Like you don't really get to rest. And I think that's so cool because that's exactly that's what the song is about. It's not time to rest. Do you feel a sense of urgency? You should. You need to get up and do something. Yes, you do. Like we're fighting something. We're going for it. And I just feel like that was done I feel like that was expressed so well in the instrumentation. And again, there is like such a thin line, I know, between having a very active background or very active instrumental and then having a noisy track, or what people in a derogatory way call noisy. And I do feel like for the most part, Ateez does a really good job of straddling that line. When they want to get something, they want to like, hey, they get that heart pumping and get you out of your seat, or even just have you dancing and moving around a little bit, but more to the point in a narrative sense, really make you feel like a sense of urgency or movement, feeling movement in the song itself, in the instrumentation itself. And I feel like their producers, which of course includes Hong Jung, I feel like they do that really well for the most part. And this is a song where it just really, really, I think it really stood out. There's a lot of substance in this song, and it would be in my opinion, would be so insulting to call this noisy. It's got the blares, it's got the horns, it's got the programmed drum beats, really loud percussions going on too. But it all felt to me like it served a purpose, and it was not just thrown into the track. It was built into the track. It was a legit like instrumentations like created, like there was thought behind it. There was a purpose. And so I guess I just compensated for not speaking about the instrumentation during the MV reaction, I guess. But now it's time for my other obsession, which is choreography, and then specifically Stan and Mingy choreography, or like them doing I find myself fixated on them quite often. And is Stan wearing a cap? I shall see, because I can't tell just yet. No. Wait. No. Oh, I'm glad he's not wearing a cap. I love his hair. the focus. Oh, his shoes. All right. Are those good to dance in though? Wait, not you wearing boots. I don't know if I agree with some of these shoe choices. In a whole jacket, you're gonna be so hot. Oh man. Oh my god. Is it breaking the wall? Hold on, sorry. As soon as we get all emotive, gotta go and check for sand. Woo! Break those necks. Nope, hold on. That whole break right there. So now I'm gonna go all the way back here. Yes, yes, yes. Ah. Oh my god. The stompies are aggressive. This apple. Oh, so cute. I think it's a. Oh, okay. I thought it was a backup dancer for a second. Ooh. Okay, I won't go back. Okay. That was, yeah. I can't. I mean, what do I love this song. I love the choreo so much. I love this choreo. Like I said, for me, it rivals Hala Hala. For like my fave choreography right now. I mean, but they go off all the time. They get really intense choreography. I say it all the time. I'm jealous that my girlies and my girl groups don't get intense choreography really often. You know, for the most part, you know, obviously there are some groups and some kind of songs where the girls get to go off, but this type of dance is what I really love to see. Yeah, and I mean, I think I've said all I can. Now I'm gonna just start repeating myself, and you guys are gonna get really annoyed with me. But yeah, no, this is awesome. I can't wait to get to the full album. Having a good time after some flubs. But I have gone to K-pop profiles, and I have pulled up the actual list, like an actual breakdown of the discography. And as far as the Japanese titles, I mean, for all those who've made it so far, this far in the reaction, I would think you're like legit Ateez and you have a lot of patience. So maybe you wouldn't mind telling me, is it advisable to react to Japanese MVs on YouTube? I am at some point, I am going to have a Patreon up and running. And the first thing I was thinking of to do with Ateez was going to be reactions to any Japanese MVs and albums. And of course, I have an idea of what I'm going to do first with idol content there. So I will have that coming. I'm working on it now. But it probably won't be like till later in the summer, sort of for the end of summer. But yeah, so if anyone has any input on that, actually, if you have any input on that, what would be really fantastic is if you would advise on that in the Ateez chat. I have an Ateez category on the Discord, and you know that's going to be in the description, a link to join the Discord. And I just made some new channels and categories and stuff. So I have an Ateez category, and so far the only channel in that category is just Ateez chat. So these are the kind of things, if you don't mind joining the conversation, please do. And just tell me your thoughts on that, because that's what I'm thinking is the way to go about it. It's best to just keep that off YouTube and post those reactions somewhere else. But you guys can let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. But most importantly, be happy, be healthy. And again, thank you for your patience. And thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.